A beautiful good morning, an opening day morning, good morning. A welcome back to the Green Means Go channel. It is your host, me. We have arrived at the MLB season, and I am pumped. I can't bet NBA any longer. I can't do the late scratches and the injury news. College basketball is wrapping up. It's time for MLB. We are here for 187 days, and I could not be more excited. I am partially excited because I love Ballpark Pal. For the longest time, for most of my betting career, Ballpark Pal was a free-to-use site. I am thankful that he monetized it. This site was too good to be free. This site was too helpful to be free. This site was too informative to be free. And last year, Ballpark Pal went to a paid model subscription, $10 a month, the cheapest data you can get on the internet in terms of sports betting and sports betting information. $10 a month. Now, he has changed some things up this year, not in terms of price. No. He has added more stuff. But what has he done to the price? Has he increased it? Have the tariffs impacted Ballpark Pal? Will he need to add, to adjust for the inflation of the economy? Let's take a look. If you hit subscribe up here, it is still $10 a month. Ballpark Pal has not increased his prices, but he has increased his product. And I will give him a baseball clap for that. So what I want to give you guys right now, before we get started on what's new on this site, is a little tidbit, a little money saver. If you want to go $10 a month or 7 months in the MLB season, you'll pay $70. If you want to pay for 1 year, you got a flat fee of $60. You save $10. But if you use code GMG50 and hit apply, you save another $10. So $50 for the entire year of Ballpark Pal. Get you all the way through the World Series. Using my code, $50. 187 days divided by 50, or 50 divided by 187 is 26 cents. You will pay 26 cents a day. And I will tell you right now, this site contains significantly more than 26 cents a day's worth of information. So a couple of things as we get started here. Like I said in yesterday's video, I'm going out of town. I'm actually going to the Cincinnati Reds and San Francisco Giants game on Saturday. So if you see me there, if you happen to be there, give me a wave. It's kids' night. Kids get a little cap. So we're excited for that. But I'm not excited to be leaving for 4 days and not being able to make content. So you're going to have to just binge all my old content for 4 days. We'll come back on Monday. We'll hit it hard. I'll still be active on Twitter. I'll still be posting some things over there, maybe TikTok a little bit, but I probably won't make a YouTube video while I am gone. So this will be the last one until Monday. And hopefully it's good. Hopefully it gives you sort of a jumping point for the MLB games this weekend. Again, we got college basketball wrapping up, Sweet 16, Elite 8 stuff. So let's go into what's new, because I actually recorded this video for 15 minutes, and it was just like complete and utter, like there's so many things within the site that you can click and lead to other things that are awesome. And this site is so comprehensive, and it's free till Monday. So if you want to get on here and just check it out for free, you can do that until Monday, and I would recommend doing that. There is so much on this site that can be useful to you. So we're just going to go through the What's New banner, because I cannot in a short amount of time walk you through everything. So a first new page we'll talk about is his most likely page. A Twitter favorite is now an interactive tool on the website with more data. So within it, you have most likely to, can I click this without it doing anything? Let me try it. Okay, it's going to take us to the actual point. That's fine. Okay, so it shows, according to his model, batters who are most likely to hit a home run, get a hit, get 2 bases, steal a base, all of these. Pitchers who are most likely to allow 2 home runs, to allow 8 hits, to allow 5 runs, etc. Teams who are most likely to win their game, score 8 runs, get 10 hits, hit 3 home runs. And games that are most likely to have 10 plus runs, a run in the first inning, 4 home runs, 20 hits, right? So this is just an easy place to hang out if you're looking for aggregated information that may be helpful in placing some bets. This is kind of the low-level, spoon-fed area. And there's nothing wrong with being spoon-fed. By golly, if somebody would spoon-feed me, I'd gladly open wide. So moving on to the matchup machine. Nearly a complete overhaul of this page, letter grades, diagrams, helpful descriptions of data, lots of new info and new ways to view matchups. We'll go here and check it out. And again, I'm trying to be quick because there's a lot of things. All right. So This is a matchup for today. We have Luke Weaver and Kyle Schwarber. It looks like Kyle Schwarber could struggle. It's a C matchup. This is kind of weird. I wish the things were flipped around. But the bottom line is it's a strong advantage for Weaver. It's an F matchup for Kyle Schwarber. If we take all of the batters in the MLB, Schwarber would be 542 out of 568. Worst 5% matchup for Schwarber. Okay, so he has a 27% chance of reaching base, which is 6.8% lower than his typical expectations, but slightly higher than batters facing Weaver. It shows, as it relates to the average, how Schwarber ranks in these categories: hit, home run, double, single, etc. This is cool. It shows, first of all, we'll just say this: Schwarber hits a lot of pitchers well. This shows the release point for right-handed and left-handed batters, both laterally and up and down. I mean, this is getting into some crazy information, but it shows where Weaver is. He has a fairly low release point and more of a centrally up and down, less lateral release point. It shows the pitch arsenal, different types of pitches, how often he pitches them, how well Schwarber hits them, where they're breaking, the location of the ball, or the location of where they're hit, contact level, exit velocity, launch angle. I mean, again, like I said, so much. This website has so much information. So he has one plate appearance in history against Luke Weaver in the last 3 years. He's 0 for 1. It was a flyout. Had a 94% chance of being an out based on the contact. So more stuff that I want to get into today, but all helpful things. You can come up here and you can type any batter, any pitcher, and you can get the information. Home run zone, we love it. Now with more comprehensive tools, odds view, access to more data, pitchers, teams, lineups, and bullpens, meatballs, no doubters, luck-adjusted home run counts, and more. Includes dynamic leaderboard with different ways to view. So we'll go ahead and check that out real quick. And today, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a bloodbath. It's looking to be a bloodbath. Bloodbath. You can see this is an indoor game, so it's the most likely game to have the most home runs. I'm surprised here. I need to check why this game, because Kansas City is not a hitter-friendly park, and so I'm a little shocked that they have the second most projected home runs. Another indoor game and another indoor game. So again, I would highlight and focus on the indoor games today. We go to game, we can see the odds of each amount of home runs. So there is a 10% chance of 0 home runs in this game, all the way down to there's a 31% chance of 0 in that game. Okay, so we go back to totals here. Again, so much stuff. I don't even want to start clicking through here because there's so much stuff, which is a good thing. But maybe a little bit too much for whatever. You can see the probabilities of all guys to hit home runs. Aaron Judge has the best odds today against Peralta. Ballpark Pal's fair value is plus 227. FanDuel has him at plus 200. Bobby Witt Jr., Ballpark Pal has him at a 22% chance, which means that it is plus EV according to FanDuel at 520. Again, you can see all the odds if you just want to see the odds. He has lines from a variety of books, which is fantastic. You can line shop right here, which is something I'm always going to tell you to do. This is some season numbers. I don't know how that works because we're just now starting the season. Maybe this is from last year. And then we have last 20. I believe it would probably pull in from last year. So you can see if a batter is hot or not. Then you have pitchers, how many projected home runs. You can see the lineups and the bullpens. This is new. Bullpens was not usually included. So you can see the projected home runs that the bullpens will give up. Then you have home run leaders down here in 2024, 2025, last 5, last 10, last 20, last 50. Again, you can see which batters are seeing the ball well as of late. I'm already getting tired, and we are not even close to being done with all of his new stuff. Go check the site out, guys. It is completely free right now. You can do all this exploring. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to click into all of these. I'm just going to go through and highlight. So strikeout center, very similar to home run zone. A lot of people like to bet home runs and strikeouts. So you can see the pitchers based on their relation to every batter in the projected lineup, how much the model likes them to strike out, the advantage for either pitcher or batter. So that's awesome. Leaderboard builder, a new tool to find out who's leading the league in basically everything. I'm going to go here even though I said I wouldn't. So if we go last year to 2024, we can go most, and we have so many categories. Let's go most strikeouts. I think that's going to be a hitter. Let's do most. Let's just do home runs. Why don't we just do home runs? Most home runs versus a breaking ball. Let's see. Ohtani, Henderson, Hernandez, Ozuna, Judge. Okay. Most home runs versus a left-handed slider. Corey Seager, Cal Raleigh, Shohei Ohtani. So you can see how if you can get into a specific game where you like a lot of home runs and you find a pitcher and 80% of their arsenal is an off-speed pitch. It wouldn't happen, but let's just say. And they're playing the Phillies. Maybe Castellanos is a good pick. What if we change it to total bases? Yes, he hits the home run, but how well does he do in terms of total bases versus that off-speed pitch? Come on, load, baby. He's second. So Castellanos loves the left-handed off-speed ball. He ranks second in bases. He ranks first in home runs, right? So this is how you can kind of use that tool. And oh boy, they're gonna make me don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. How you can use that tool to make some bets. Interactive play logs, browse any hitter or pitcher's recent history filtered by whatever you want. First inning, an entire page dedicated to first inning. A lot of people like to bet no run first inning or yes run first inning. Projections, team and pitcher records, and top of the order quick views for games. A hits chart, a page focused on hits and hits only, odds, projections, leaderboards, and more. First 5 innings, total bases, park factors, updated, which now includes different wind over the course of the game. This is cool. I'm going to show you this because it shows you as the game goes on, how does the wind change? That is new. It didn't used to do that. It shows you the temperature, how quickly is it going to cool off. Some traits in terms of the outfield size, the altitude, typical flight of the ball, and then just a little worded summary. And then again, it shows you a breakdown of certain players and their tendencies for the day. Starting pitchers, and I'm going to wrap this up, I promise, guys. We already kind of looked at this, but it breakdown of all the pitchers and their projections for the day. And this is all this information for 26 cents a day. Are you kidding me? 26 cents a day. A matchup, more filtering options and analyzing each day's hitting slate, game simulations, added a top level view for summarizing the slate to quickly navigate to each game. In this spot, he breaks down who's starting, the runs, the win percentage expected, what their actual money line is, so you can see if there's any value there. First 5 run odds and first 5 lead. And then you get an odds screen. Player props with the odds screen shows you all kinds of things so you can quickly line shop. So if you want to go to the money line of the game, you can see what the money line is for all of the games today. Again, he has the Angels winning at a fair odds of -203, and they are 158 on FanDuel. So if you trust his model, and again, I would I wouldn't blindly trust his model. I don't think he would tell you to blindly trust his model. He would tell you to track your own data, make your own decisions, et cetera, et cetera. Again, if you hit expanded book view, you can see all of the different things. And this is great. If you're someone who's like, I want to bet some pitcher strikeouts today, and I want to do Cole Ragans, his over. You can come down here and you can find Cole Ragans. You can see his line's at 3.5. How is that sorting? Oh, it's sorting by number. So can I sort? Sort by player. So yeah, if you sort by player, you can come down here and find Cole Ragans. And you can see that he doesn't really like, the model doesn't really like Cole Ragans over. In fact, it hates it. A fair value, according to Ballpark Pal, of getting 6 at +107. And these are what the books have it at, -130. So again, I don't know if I would blindly trust everything within this. Come to your own conclusions, figure it out. You can like a matchup, and Ballpark Pal may not, and that's fine. When I was talking to him, this is the last thing I'll say. When I was talking to him, he said he doesn't like doing picks. He likes people to have the information to come to their own conclusions, and I think that is awesome. I think that is admirable, and I think that is good. So, when I look at this site, I don't use a lot of his fair value in terms of his numbers. I look for more bottom-up approach. I look for more handicapping and originating using the information rather than the odds provided. So that's Ballpark Pal, and there's a lot here. And my plan this year is to get into this site a little more in a more detailed way and kind of tell you how I use it to think about my betting. And we'll have to do that later. We're not going to do it today. I don't have the time today. We got to get on the road, got to get packed up. But I do want to show you what Ballpark Pal has to offer this year. Tons of new updates, no price increase. Remember, GMG 50 to save an extra $10, 26 cents a day to access this site for the entire MLB season. And we'll be back to talk more MLB. So thank you guys. Watch my other videos. If you need to scratch a GMG itch, watch some other videos while I am gone, and we'll talk to you soon.